What up, geeks? It's Rob here from the Geek Abides, and today we're talking about Suicide Squad deleted scenes. So there's been a few posts on Reddit talking about Suicide Squad deleted scenes. I thought we'd go over those today and try to figure out what it all means. In early cuts, the movie's opening detailed June Moon's possession by Enchantress in real time. Reshoots reshuffled the scene to be later in the movie in a flashback form in favor of a new opening centered on Deadshot. In the novel, it's described like this. The story begins with June Moon investigating the caves. She's being haunted by nightmares of a woman, and she knows the name Enchantress. She's traveled halfway around the world to search for something that potentially may not exist. She's accompanied by two people, Manuel and Lewis, mountain guides that she has worked with for several years. The mountain guides refuse to go in the cave with her, and it seems like June has been plagued by these dreams for a long time. Next, the novel takes us to Arkham Asylum, where it's been a peaceful night until masked thugs descend from helicopters, killing all the guards. The thugs are looking for Dr. Harley Quinzel. Joker says, "How nice of you to join us. You're looking good enough to eat." Figuratively speaking, of course, I'm strictly vegan, at least today. The Joker then implies that the electroshock therapy is revenge for her doing it to him and scorching what few dead and faded memories I had into a sizzling knot. In the film, Harley seems not to fear the Joker, but in here, she's pleading for him to let her go. But then she starts to enjoy it, asking for more pain and more pleasure. That's my kind of Harley. Then in the novel, we go to Deadshot, who is out of town. He gives a couple coupons to some homeless men because, hey, buy one, get one free at the KFC, buddy. After that, we get the scene where he's preparing to shoot the guy. Then in the novel, we get a scene that was in the movie with Deadshot and his daughter. We also get a scene of him arguing with his ex-wife, and then more of him fighting with Batman. The next cutscene is Deadshot in his prison cell, watching the rain fall and thinking about his daughter. We also get a cutscene of El Diablo observing the flame of a lit match before putting it out due to his vow to no longer use his powers. Another cutscene was El Diablo being escorted to the training center, being placed in a tube that fills with water to quell his flames. And then he's unceremoniously dropped out onto the ground. I was wondering where the hell that was too, because it was featured so prominently in the trailer, and then it was nowhere to be found in the movie. Although we do get a scene of him in the tube, but we never get to see him get dumped out of it. Early interviews mentioned Captain Boomerang's racism and sexism, but the movie has light on examples of such behavior, which have apparently been deleted. Most of them were reportedly directed at Katana, to whom Boomerang is attracted to. Oh yeah, Boomerang so has the hots for Katana, but I don't know if I'd want to mess with a chick who could kill you with a sword and then trap your soul in it. Early reports also indicate more backstory for Killer Croc, revealing that he lived his entire life as a social outcast due to his physical deformities. And he's also convinced himself that he is beautiful in his own way. Croc crossed paths with Batman while working as muscle for hire for numerous Gotham's crime bosses, while secretly planning to take over one day. There were also scenes displaying his affinity for making sculptures out of discarded materials. Also deleted was a scene where Croc becomes sick at the helicopter escort to Midway City, throwing up a half-digested piece of goat. He then picks it up and eats it again, disgusting the nearby Navy SEALs.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
That would have been awesome. Early cuts reportedly included a passing reference to Slipknot being a serial rapist, likely to further paint him as unsympathetic to the audience ahead of his own death. Serial rapist? I'm so glad they blew his head off. There were more scenes of Rick Flag and June Moon's romantic relationship, including him reading the files of the Suicide Squad recruits after Waller delivers them to him.
Deadshot. Guy shoots people, he's a crocodile, and he eats people. Burns people. You're possessed by a witch, and she's just crazy.
Next up, we get an extended scene of Joker interrogating Captain Griggs, including the line,
"I can't wait to show you my toys."
Such a classic line. Why'd they cut all of Jared Leto's best lines? Son of a bitch. Next up, we get Joker and his men escaping after shooting up a restaurant. Harley, who was already affiliated with the Joker, follows them on a motorcycle and intercepts their car. Joker bangs his head against the glass in frustration. Joker and Harley then get into a fight, which ends with Harley pointing a gun at Joker's head. Joker sweet talks Harley into lowering the gun and then backhands her across the face. Afterward, he sweet talks her again and then they kiss. The Ace Chemical scene is extended. It's implied the Joker makes her jump off as a joke, but then changes his mind, similar to the film. In the book, Joker points down towards the vats and says, "There, I was born down there." Without hesitation, Harley jumps and Joker thinks she's gone forever. Problem solved. He couldn't see her floating face down and dying, which was the original plan. So he jumps down. Next up, we get the extended Batmobile chase scene with more interaction between Joker and Harley. One of the examples presented in all the trailers is the Joker punching the roof of his car. In the novel, we find out why the track is called "You Can't Make My Teeth Hurt." And we get the line,
"I hope you got insurance."
The Joker doesn't give a shit and laughs at the fact that he drives into the Gotham River, leaving Harley to die. Batman says, "Joker took something important from me. It's my turn." My guess is that he's referencing Robin, as we saw in Batman vs. Superman, the Robin suit that looked like it was loaded with bullet holes and had Joker writing scribbled all over the front. Could Batman be out for revenge for the killing of Robin? Yeah, probably, because that Batman's a vicious son of a bitch. Next up, we get a deleted scene with Harley using her baseball bat like a gun, shooting at invisible foes. Then we get an extended scene of Joker breaking into the nanobomb manufacturer facility to arrange for Harley's neck bomb to be disabled. So if you've seen the trailer, you probably remember the extended bar scene.
Whiskey.
What am I, 12?
How about you, hot stuff?
Water.
That's a good idea, honey.
And the scene was featured in the trailers, but in the movie it cuts directly to Deadshot's speech about them almost pulling off the mission. Joker and Harley get into an argument after he rescues her in the hijacked helicopter. In early cuts, it's reported he pushes her out to kill her, and then the helicopter gets shot down. This was apparently reworked in the helicopter getting shot down first, and Joker pushing her out to save her. In the novel, he manages to jump out of the helicopter. The helicopter then crashes into a bank building, and he laughs knowing that all the money inside is burning, and says, "God, I love the smell of burning cash in the morning." That would have been amazing. If they shot that and cut it out of the movie, I am gonna be pissed. And finally, we get a scene where the Joker returns during the final battle in the subway station. He calls for Harley to escape with him, but she refuses for once in order to help her friends. And the Joker escapes after throwing a live grenade at the group to cover his own escape. If they had made the Joker relationship a little bit more abusive, and then at the end of the movie had Harley finally stand up to him and choose her friends, that would have been the ultimate redemption. That would have made the movie worth it. Why did they cut that? Why did they change it? It's because Warner Brothers chickened out. Come on, guys. So mad. Oh my God. Would these deleted scenes have made the movie better? Would you have liked it more with a more abusive relationship between Joker and Harley? Let me know in the comments. All right, so that's it for me today. Please like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, be excellent to each other. Whatever you're into, man. Geek Abides.